Welcome to Let It Go Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. This is love reading for Gemini for July 2022. Let's start with Oracle cards to have an insight, but before that, please remember this is general reading. It doesn't have to resonate with each of you this time. If it will, please like the video. If it won't, please come back next week, next 1 month for weekly or monthly updates. If you like my channel, subscribe. Thank you so much. And if this will be the reading for you and then whoever you're still dealing with, dealt with, reminiscing about, or maybe a new person, let's find out. Okay, let's start. Can I have 2 cards for, wow, spirit messages, observe limitations. Okay, I love it, I love it. It means that spirit messages, self-limitation, you don't believe, sound, look, you don't hear. Spirit guides are loud and clear about some information and they're trying to give it to you. But it's like you limiting yourself. You don't believe in something or you don't believe that you can hear them. You don't believe that they exist. You don't believe that you can, or you don't know how to hear them. You will hear. You will hear. Don't doubt it. When you have that, how to say it? When you have that nudge. And I feel, when they talk to me, I feel like it's not me. But it's milliseconds, it's seconds, it's seconds. It's like that first thought. But I know it's not my thought. But I don't doubt it. I follow it. And I'm always winning when I follow it. And I know when it's them, when it's my thought, when it's their thought. I know, I practice it through tarot, through following it. I know when it's them, and after doing whatever they tell me to do, I can recognize it. I know it was them because I wouldn't do by myself. I would never thought about doing what they asked me to do, and it has rewarded me. I avoided something, or I created manifestation, thankfully, to this. I know where it's them. But it has to come with practice. It's like going to the gym to create muscles. Boom, 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 boom. You have to spend time on it, yes? The same with your intuition. You have to spend some time on learning how to recognize when it's them, when it's not necessarily. And sound. Sound, it's not your sound. It might be you have to work on your throat chakra, but it's more like you don't hear them even when they shout, because you are limiting your belief that you can. Don't do this. When they shout, once I didn't close the door to my door. Anyway, I went to sleep and they were shouting at me. They were shouting at me. I was already sleeping. They were shouting, wake up and close the door. Wake up and close the door. Wake up. Fuck off. I want to sleep. And no, they didn't stop. There was no doubt that it was me, because I wanted sleep and I couldn't because they didn't give me a break. I had to go and close the door. Yeah, the key, the clock, the clutch or something. Yeah, but yeah, there was no doubt. And yes, okay, we have the Emperor, your current situation. It might be your energy, lovely Aries energy, but we have, this is you, being on your throne, being maybe too much grounded, too much in your 3D reality to the point that you are limiting yourself in terms of listening to your spirit guides, and maybe you are about to make a mistake because they want to warn you, but you're not listening because you know better. There's Aries energy. You might be dealing with Aries, or this might be as well the you investing. If you are making a decision right now because you feel victorious, you're making some kind of investment decision. You want to buy some shares, or I don't know, invest in Bitcoin or something like that. The spirit guides want to warn you, okay? But you're not listening because you know better. You are excited. If there is anything, you are excited because somebody has convinced you that this is good to invest. It doesn't not necessarily mean must be about money. It might be about new partnership or new job or something like that. Then the spirit guys want to warn you. Just listen. Don't think you know best. Okay? We have as well that you are in a position to invest, which is beautiful. You rule your empire to the point that you can invest. It's unbelievable. You own the shit. You own your own shit. Perfect. Or you are waiting. It might be as well the card of waiting for something to grow because you already invested. Okay. Don't let anybody to steal it from you. Okay. In your thoughts then. And you gonna be proud, or you're already proud because you invested. It took time. It takes time in your thoughts, and it's why this overburdens you. Something takes time. It's too long for you, and you are either getting scared that it never will happen, or because you have to wait that long causes you many troubles. Because this might be that you have an idea what to invest your money into, or I don't know, change the job or something like that, but you have to wait, or you have to do this gradually, and it's just, you cannot wait, you're excited about this, or there is something that because it takes time, it causes you either problem, it causes drama, or it causes a lot of burdens. But your spirit guys probably wants to tell you just patience will work out. Without patience, it will be shit. Okay? Don't speed up a process which is like, I will tell you, I know this for sure. Living with the flow, with the universe, is exactly the way to create the best synchronicities possible. You never know why you have to wait for something. It might not have to manifest in your life because it might be a disaster. If something doesn't go well, I always just give up. If something is going too long, I know there is a reason why it has to go too long. Because it might not have to manifest. Because it might be a problem for me later on. Because I don't know what I'm manifesting. I don't have a clue that there is an obstacle or problem on the way. Living with the flow. Being always grateful for whatever is happening in your life, because we don't know what's really, for example, I will tell you this example came to my mind. For example, we went once to visit our friends, and we didn't pay for a parking ticket. And when we came out, our car was taken by the police, but on the police car park to fetch it for a lot of money. And then I was pissed off. My partner was pissed off, and we were like really pissed off. But then I was telling my mom, we came back home, and my mom said, "Oh, don't worry. It must have happened like that. You might have missed accident." And I live like that right now, and it's unbelievable. My life is so easy and so in flow because I don't doubt the universe. I take everything as a lesson, and I know that if somebody is slowing down or not manifesting, there's a reason why it doesn't. Okay? There is, if you're dealing with somebody, where are they currently? They have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, 7 of Wands, and Prince of Wands. Okay, they don't have a marriage. If there is somebody in your environment, please take the side which you resonate more with. It might be that somebody doesn't want to respond to you. You are waiting to become somebody's counterpart, but they are not wanting to tell you that they want to be with you. And this postponing, it just pisses you off, but I'm telling you that person doesn't want to be married. This is a commitment phobia. They suffer from commitment phobia. They want to date. They just want to have fun. They want to have occasional sex. You cannot force anybody to marry you. And if you would be able to force somebody to marry you, I'm not saying it might be, take the side which you resonate with. It always, if somebody will be forced to marry somebody, I know because I forced my ex-husband to marry me. After so many years, I decided to push him. And it was a disaster. I felt like after getting married, eventually, I felt like he was taking revenge on me for making him to do something which he never wanted to do. You know? maybe if we didn't marry, then maybe we could be a nice couple, or eventually we will manifest it. Or maybe I would be in a beautiful different relationship and him as well. Yes? Is it that you're dealing with somebody who doesn't like being, the concept of being tagged, being labeled, being with somebody chained. And they want to date only. Okay? It's a card of a kid, but it doesn't resonate with me as a kid. Somebody is preventing, somebody doesn't want, this might be for some of you, somebody doesn't want to get married because you have kids, because there is a kid, because they have a kid, and because of that the kid doesn't like you, doesn't accept it. There's some kind of what in their thoughts. Let's more cards. Let's take more cards. They want to apologize, Page of Cups, or they want to go slow, basically. Give a little bit, because Justice, we have Libra energy, and Queen of Swords. It's basically, it's somebody, if you will not slow down, if you will push them even farther, they will just cut you off. And they will think that this is karmic justice. Or this is somebody who demands apology as a karmic justice because they don't put with BS anymore. Don't know why or what, or they just don't want something here. This might be you waiting for somebody to forgive you and eventually come back together, but that person doesn't want it because they want to date, or because of kids they don't want it, or whatever. This you would know how it resonates, and they are waiting for a proper apology because it's their karmic justice. Yes? And they don't want to deal with any bullshit anymore. Because they will use, look, 2 swords. We have 2 swords in their thoughts. And they will not hesitate to use those swords if they need. Okay. What's the advice from the spirit guide, Gemini? We have the Sun, Leo energy, and Pisces, the Hangman. Wait for happiness. Wait for element. You have to change perspective on something here. You have to change the ways of being, thinking, expecting. You have to find out something here, like that, okay? Or change the way of thinking what happiness means. Because it's not, definitely not, this is what the spirit guides wanting to tell you, what your happiness is. It's definitely not repeating the karmic cycles. It's definitely not forcing somebody to be with you only because you think you are in love. It's not, definitely not being in a relationship for the sake of the kids. Because you are ruining their life as well, not only yours. You basically need time to change a perspective what happiness means. Not only yours, but as well as the environment. And being there with somebody just for the sake to rescue the legacy or whatever you worked on up to now, it's just creating the hell on earth. We are here to prove. We are here, human beings are on earth, to prove a source, whatever you call it, universe, God, Allah, to prove that we are capable of creating heaven here. And when we are able to create heaven here, we will be able to go back. When we eventually understand what heaven means, we can go back. Okay, and by forcing something, going against the flow, against the universe, is not the way. Okay? What will happen if you follow the advice? You will gain strength, Leo. Again, Leo energy. You will gain strength. You will gain courage. You will be strong in whatever you. Okay. You will succeed. You will know how to go back to the source. You will know how to manifest. You will know what to do to be happy. You will know it might be not with the person who you think you're supposed to be with. And maybe this whole reading, it's like shouting at me. It's not the direction you meant to take. You might be thinking that you love somebody, but it's not the case. It's not your happiness, it's not your success, it's not what you're supposed to do. It might be that if you change the direction, if you change the way of thinking what happiness is, maybe with this person, but you just don't apply it the correct way, But then people will see you as a strong counterpart, as a strong person, as somebody who they meant to mingle with, be with. When you change the way how you think what happiness is and the ways you deal with the situations, then somebody will see you as the strong person. What took place between two of you? You had family together. You had somebody tasted forbidden fruit. Ooh. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as we learn the lesson, and this came in reverse, secret admire. Somebody showed the other person that they admire them and not necessarily anymore secretly. Okay, we have, what do you think about them? You have insomnia and passion. You have passion for the other person and you cannot sleep because of that. Okay, fair enough. And what they think about you, that they want to ghost you. The whole reading is about you need to change the way you act. Follow the flow of the universe and listen to spirit guides and do not force anything or anybody in your life to do anything. Just accept, be grateful, and it will all align with you exactly as it meant to. I hope it will help somebody. Thank you for watching.